Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses for the continuation of our Fall of the Republic 1.3 preview playthrough as the Galactic Republic. In the last episode, we took the rest of this southern CIS territory, Dara and Naboo. We also took Dathomir and Bospity, so we are making a lot of progress heading in towards the north now. Today, I think we're going to start moving the fleet back towards Geonosis while building up a lot of the planets that we have recently claimed. So let's check what is still available there. I don't think we need that much production in the south, but I'll get some. Just make sure we have some of the basic structures. And
Yes, sir.
let's get our primary ground forces for this side over there.
I am sure you will find the going easier now that I have
James is
returned.
asking what games do you guys play tonight. So it's just going to be Tap Cap tonight. It's not going to be the usual, like, Thursday night extravaganza of a bunch of X2 stuff. Charlie is busy with personal requests from the Queen to attend her Jubilee. So Arias is asking how much more time do we have to submit stuff for the anniversary? Basically, up until we're already going. It's going to be a live stream where people can... I can just load up whatever files I need to. So it won't be super restrictive there.
Beginning construction. Constructing. Building cancelled.
Under construction.
Alright, we can build one of the Golans there, one of the Golans there, and that'll be the mission, the production mission down. Let's see how our approval rating is. We're actually at 94, so we're very close to the Order 66 choice, because we are choosing Order 66. Let's move them along in here. We got some Phase 2 armor. Commander, our testing has revealed areas in which our clone units may be improved through superior equipment. If you can provide us the necessary funding on Camino, we can begin the upgrade process immediately for all future clone batches.
Construction complete.
So let's do that once we have a little bit more money, which we're gonna have in a minute. And it's pretty built up. Where are we going to send you? You are going to be in charge of this fleet.
I am sure you will find the going easier now that I have returned.
Construction complete.
And that'll be ready in a second. There's the money. Camino, take my money. Shut up and take my money. You can also... we can build the fighter racks. Why not?
Construction complete.
We aren't really going to be using much in the way of the stock units. So... not the most efficient use of anything, but still, it's fine. Okay, you can join Grumby's fleet. And I think we are going to retire Mr. Grumby as well. And maybe even Talon.
Construction complete.
Researching.
Let's get maybe Mama Zinj.
Construction complete.
I've never used Autumn before. Totem. Oh shit. Well, our Praetor's ready. I think we got this. It's a Praetor. We have a hypervelocity gun, we have a Praetor. What more? What more could we ask for? Sadly, the Praetor 1 hasn't been redone yet. Because Bob redid the Praetor 2. Is that gonna miss? And the Praetor... okay.
Yes,
Reinforcements en route.
let's run this gauntlet.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Reading you.
What is it, sir?
Okay, let's see. What are we gonna get in reserve here? Vendor, Invincible... okay, this is good. Got this.
Standing by.
Reinforcements en route.
Like, I mean, it's mostly diamonds. What are you gonna do with these diamonds? Diamonds are not forever. Diamonds are only until I murder them all.
This is the captain.
En route.
Breaking comm silence.
Charging generator.
Got you on the comm.
Reinforcements en
There's
route.
nothing we can't handle. Follow
There's a nice Venator for us.
Reinforcements en route.
cruising speed.
Our space
Destroyer
I think
ready.
one of our next campaigns is actually going to be
Vectoring
Cruel
now.
again.
Adjusting
Because
course.
it's looking like, hold on, I'm gonna quickly pause because I'm gonna open the poll and see what the patrons have chosen. The patrons are currently voting on what our next campaign is gonna be. It's looking like 26 votes for the Empire, which is almost 50%. Or CSA didn't get included, but
Destroyer holding.
if it's an Imperial playthrough, I think I'm gonna turn on
Engaging
Cruel
drive
pretty
thrust.
early.
Aye. Copy. Negative, sir. Ready for attack orders. Cruiser.
Because like one of the reasons that I don't do Cruel is because it makes the campaigns take much longer, which is less of a concern for the Empire because it's just more popular in general. Like if I had the Hapen campaign on
What's the
Cruel
order?
and it took that much longer, that would be really bad for the channel because like it's not like the Hapen campaign is doing poorly, but it is a very niche faction, and those tend to not get the same love. Are you gonna jump something else in there? Am I just gonna
Ready. Loaded.
turn that around?
Sir, there's still techno-union ships in the
I don't
area.
think our fighters are gonna be able to do much in this battle for some reason.
This is the captain.
Same with any missiles. Like something is just telling me
Watch your flanks.
fighters aren't the move. I don't know what it is.
Attention, Victor Echo 1-2, come in. Repeat, Victor Echo.
So I think there's still 2 more Providences in reserve. Plus this whole situation.
Yes, Admiral.
All right, you know what? You're all far enough out that we can actually send our bombers on this one.
Space station under attack.
Ah,
Station ready. Got you on the comm. Standing by.
okay, get her there.
Captain here.
There we go. You weren't supposed to focus on that. All right,
Sir, we've lost another
there.
ship.
Screenshot.
I'm under attack.
I don't know if I focus on the diamonds first.
Sail out.
I don't think so.
On target.
Yes. We
Like
all
the
know
diamonds
that.
will actually do a reasonable amount of damage once they start focusing fire, but if we can just kill the 11 recusants and the 4 providences and however many dreadnoughts,
Let's try out.
We need you to take them out.
so like this is a corporate sector fleet or a commerce guild fleet. It's not the CIS.
I'm taking fire. Sir, all exhibition squads heading towards us. We're going to need you to hold them off. Be open momentarily. Engines
Turn
are
around. Now let's try to kill these
in position.
off the side.
Shields are
Destroyer
down.
ready.
You got him. Sir, we've lost a squad mate. They won't hold up much longer.
Okay, is the Valor getting shots in? I think it is.
Captain. We failed. Nominal status. We enemy is in range. Take down that bomber. Vectoring to the enemy.
Let's turn around on that and keep trying to go for these main ones.
Deployment at half strength. Blasting target.
Destroyer station keeping.
Commerce in the sky with time.
Not look good.
Oh, did we leave up the... I think we left up some of the best hard points on that with the HV gunshot.
Loading ordnance.
Very sad.
We'll win this.
Alright,
Let's blow something up.
guys, onto the muni.
Blasters charged. Engaging.
Ready.
I'm hit.
That was scary.
Locking on target.
Western Dragon's asking, what are your thoughts on the Bad Batch show so far? Celebration trailer, would they ever be in the mod? I thought the trailer was cool. I'm looking forward to it. I wasn't actually looking forward to Bad Batch that much initially, like when the show was originally announced, and I definitely liked it a lot more than I expected to. I do agree with Eck that it's like probably the strongest first season of a Star Wars animated series, even if Rebels is overall still my favorite of them. I've definitely liked it a lot more than Clone Wars.
Standing by. Striking target.
As for whether they'd be in the mod, if we ever made the assets for it, then yeah. It's just, I don't know that they're ever going to be super high priority for assets.
Acquiring target. Receiving message. Our hull is near critical. We must turn back. Sir, this is First Squadron. We're in pretty bad shape out here.
How do we want to focus here? Sorry, I've had like something in my throat the whole stream. Yeah, like there was, I think, a toy line put out of them, which had them with more standard, like more realistic proportions, which actually does help a lot for the potential of making them a unit in the mod, because it gives us a better reference than like the cartoon style does.
Yes, sir. Serious damage.
Let's split up some of the targeting on this.
Station.
Oh,
Charging
that.
generator. Destroyer.
I'm gonna use the HV gun on the Providence,
Loading ordnance.
because like that recusant is probably gonna die on its own.
Orders, General. Standing by.
We still haven't seen like 10 of the or
Destroyer ready.
I should probably get the better number. So that's 3 or 4 that we've killed, which means there's still 7 in reserve. I think they're gonna start jumping some in though, unless they just decided that they can't win the battle, which they can't. Like, we still have the full health on the Praetor, and we have full health on the Valor,
Be a target.
plus the HV gun. So like we're pretty good on that. But
We'll win
we can
this.
start just going for
I repeat, sail out.
these now. Okay, there's
We should stay clear.
4 of them. I don't know how many dreadnoughts they had.
Destroyer at station keeping.
First Squadron. We're in pretty bad shape.
Let's see if we can get that of the Providence now.
Yes, sir. Sir, we're en route. Coming in fast.
I don't want to send our fighters out because, like, all trillion of the diamonds. But here's another one. Okay, this is probably going to be the roughest part of the battle.
Yes, I need you to hold them off. I'll clear the
Django's asking if Empire War 2 ever came out, would the team stick to Forces of Corruption or would it switch to the enemy? There's too many unknowns in that to really say. Like,
all enemy units are
it probably wouldn't be out for like another 4 or 5 years if it ever does come out, at which point, like,
clearing the
will we be modding at all? Maybe. We might be like wrapping up the mod, and then do any of us want to restart another project for another game? So that's a factor. Will the game even be moddable? Like, what would the game look like? So there's a lot of variables there that
We'll beach them.
that would determine whether we did anything. Like, I don't know how interested in starting another free multi-year project when I'm 30 and already so busy, or when I'm 35 and already busy.
You got the captain.
Yes.
So like, maybe we'll be done TR as it is by then. Maybe we decide at that point, like, hey, we wanna do something with it, but
Locking on
who's to
target.
say?
Aircraft standing by. My hull is critical. Squadron's at half strength. At your command. I'm not sure how
'Cause, like, I like modding, but it is a huge time sink, and
we can't take.
Charging
committing to
generator.
rebuilding everything we've already taken 16 years, currently 20 years by then, to do would be a big decision. Like, maybe you can use some of the same models, but who knows?
Standing by.
Destroyer ready.
Cruiser ready for combat. We've done it.
Destroyer holding.
Like, it's difficult enough putting what we've done in Sins as like a similarly old game.
We might be small, but we can't
Cruiser standing by.
That's my ship, favorite ship, and why is the Recusant? The Recusant used to be my favorite ship, now it's second. It's the Starhawk now, my favorite ship.
Station keeping.
The community challenge Starhawk and Recusant fleets would be
We'll win this.
just everywhere.
We're depleting the separatist reinforcements.
Ready.
Torpedo launcher.
Locking on target.
Fall back. The enemy has secondary reinforcements standing by.
That I'm gonna try to take down that dreadnought. These guys, these diamonds that are close to the base are probably gonna be something that even the CR-90 can deal with, along with some of the supplementary weapons on the Valor.
Ready to update orders.
Okay, hypervelocity gun. Let's try to hit in here and see if we can hit two of them.
Cannot do their job without our protection. We've got advanced training. Cruiser, standing by. We've lost a squad member.
These Carracks are nearly done with the dreadnought.
Secondary reinforcements en route.
Yes.
Not sure how much longer
We're about to start losing hard points on the Praetor too. It's a Praetor 1, but the Praetor on the Praetor also.
should have joined in.
What is it, sir? Charging generator.
I'm pulling out. Bail out. I repeat.
Right, that's the last Providence. Thank you, Flagar, for the gifted sub. Number 1186. Very
We'll
appreciated.
beach them.
Cruiser ready for combat. Ready for action.
Oh, did that one just jump in? I think that might have just jumped in.
Destroyer ready.
We're being overwhelmed. We're being overwhelmed. We have to by. Cruiser here. Separatist forces have lost. Waiting for attack. Coordinates.
Destroyer held.
But like, similarly, when I moved to university, or I moved for university, I thought that was going to be the end of the mod. And then, like, every release up until 2.2, we would say, oh, this is the last release. We even, like, slowed down and mostly stopped between, like, 2014 to 20... or several times.
We'll take the fight.
Destroyer at station.
So maybe I'd change my mind in the moment. Maybe I'd have more time. Maybe I'd be able to do it. Maybe it revitalizes the channel enough that
Cruiser ready for combat.
if I'm modding it, it's
Ready.
a lot more worth it as a time investment.
Ready.
Because one of the things right now is that, like, as much as Empire at War is a big part of what I do with YouTube, and it's like the most popular thing for Corey Loses, one of the reasons that I haven't been able to invest more time in, like, Datapad, which has a higher ceiling for where it can go, and like the clip stuff, is because I do end up spending so much time modding. So it's something that I do have to weigh a bit more. Because like there's no amount of job security in YouTube. So trying to make sure that I'm not like locked into one thing is something I need to do. You ever dabble with making Skyrim or Fallout mods? No, I've never modded either of them. I've like installed some mods for Skyrim, but I've never made any.
We'll take the fight to them.
Charging generator. Destroy 'em.
Cruiser standing by. Separatists are depleting our reinforcements. Cruiser ready for combat. Waiting for attack. Coordinates.
All right, I think we've got it. Get a nice hypervelocity gunshot. Here it comes. Right into the camera.
Destroyer ready. All crew accounted.
Could make inappropriate edits of that shot. I don't know.
Battle is ours. Space station under attack.
Oh, we actually lost some real units on that.
Complete.
Very sad. Let's see. How does that impact the charts as well? Because I'm not sure what their percentage was for the Commerce Guild earlier. That's 11% for them. Techno Union has 14% of the military. And CIS has 24. So like between the two of them, they're actually above the CIS proper. And I think a large part of that comes from Hypori and Forost, which we are slowly whittling down. So that's a little bit misleading, probably. Not misleading, but it's
Vehicle in
less to be afraid of. I do want to check out what's going on with Solus.
Research complete.
And how are we actually sitting with that? Still working on production there. Are you guys planning more planet-specific units similar to how the Gungans on Naboo are? Yeah, but that whole system is being changed. So the militia units aren't going to work the way they do currently, including the Gungan ones. There's going to be a different system for setting that up.
Construction complete.
Right, there we go. We got a stockpile credits mission, which we're going to succeed on in the next week. And that'll be a victory. Are you really invading Mon Calamari? What have I done to indicate that this is a thing you should want to do?
Training troops.
Like, is that going to be the Commerce Guild or the CIS again? Hold on. Was that before or after the loss? Okay, so the 11% seems to have been correct there. This is a really good defensive fleet for us, too. We could just go straight into Pamont as well. I should probably save. That should actually happen. Before we get too crazy with where we're expanding from here. So I want to check what Sullust has to see if invading it makes sense. Like, we're going to leave Praetor and Geonosis for the moment. But I'm trying to build up for going for Geonosis. Maybe we should do Geonosis next. Even if it has a considerable amount of units. We can get there. Because otherwise, I think we're pretty well defended now. We don't need to push out in any particular direction to secure anything. We can just go finish off the south. Yeah. Let's go to Geonosis with that.
On your order.
Tactical battle.
That's going to be a good chunk of the remaining units. We have their Supreme Commander. Well, that's 460. How much do we have? 259. 3 Providences plus Trench. Level 5 station. That's kind of dangerous. Are you going to do a playthrough when the next Jedi Fallen Order comes out? Yep. I'm even going to be redoing a Fallen Order 1 playthrough as we get closer to it. Maybe even on Grandmaster.
Choose your reinforcements.
This is risky. Let's see if Imperial Guards gets ion cannon.
Closing on the target.
Especially with the shipyard. It doesn't look like they're getting ion cannon on that. If I could kill this area of forces, that'd be great. Let's put in one little victory.
Hyperspace jump.
You
Check
go.
complete. Engaging drive thrusters. Anchors away. We read you. Issue a command.
They won't be able to retreat or to
Target priority is the
Missile
laser.
destroyer
prevent us
reporting
retreating.
in.
Interdict.
We have a look.
That's called.
Ready for command.
Understood, we're moving
Right, sir. On my way, Commander.
out. Copy that, sir.
Ready to deliver.
Alright, if we can take this one day at a time, one trench at a time.
Watch your sides.
Holding here.
This is the captain.
Awaiting your orders, sir. Heading for attack
I
coordinates.
copy.
Launch the fighter.
Negative, sir. Enemy
Is
sighted.
Idenverse and her team going to be in Imperial Reign? They would probably show up. Inferno Squad and
Ow! What is this? Is Beta Squadron reporting.
Rebelling Inferno Squad.
Missile destroyer here.
Ready for
Alright, if
takeoff.
we can kill Trench, then this is a success. If we can kill Severance, this is also a success.
Let's go.
If we can get a Severance package, then this is employment being terminated.
Awaiting your orders.
Pilot. Oh, no. Watch for turrets.
Missile destroyer reporting in.
This is probably not a success.
Your orders? Moving into attack position. All stations ready. All lights are green. Let's move
Okay,
this
Severance
bucket.
down.
Reinforcements are on their way.
They're gonna be starting to come over there.
Could use some reinforcements.
Missile destroyer here.
Our troops have been given advance
We read
training.
you.
Think power to weapons
Their
Missile
reinforcements
destroyer
is what we
reporting in.
want here.
Ready for command. Preparing assault salvo. Stand clear.
Okay, the missiles should wipe this Providence pretty quickly, though. Some of them are going to be taken out by point defense.
Loud and clear.
What's the order? Beginning attack missile destroyer here.
Yes.
Uh,
Raise the shield.
there.
Missile destroyer reporting in. All stations
Let's try to spread this out a little bit more.
Locked on target.
Because the Providence Dreadnought isn't quite as packed
Vectoring to the enemy.
What's your plan?
as the regular Providence.
All
You don't need to
power
be
on
shooting
weapon.
those anymore.
You've got the captain.
And Shadow Squadron, you can go on this one.
Ready for
Go
attack orders.
to...
Targeting
Over
at
there.
maximum firepower.
Right. Nice and bright for everything that we've been targeting.
The
Missile
95
destroyer
response.
here.
I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now.
This does not look good. Missile destroyer reporting in.
Alright, that's 140 of the 460 pop cap are the Lucre Hawks.
Sir,
All
incoming
stations ready.
transmission from the command center.
What could possibly have happened since I last spoke with you?
Missile destroyer here.
The enemy doesn't stack the chance.
Hold on.
Yes.
Ilarin...
I'm out of control.
I don't think we want to do the shielding boost right now. Most of the shields are down on the units we'd want to
Missile
actually
destroyer
protect
reporting
there.
in. Targeting enemy.
We're being overwhelmed. We have to pull out.
Captain here.
Like, we're gonna have to retreat before we can...
Let's go.
or before they can kill all the stuff in
Ready
here.
to deliver. Main cannons charged.
Sir, we need you to...
Because I don't want to...
Sir, we need
I don't
you
want
to
another
clear the
Lucre
area
Hawk
of
jumping into our fleet.
They've taken out our launch bay.
They won't
Got
escape.
secondary reinforcements.
They have a bunch in reserve still. They have over 2 full pop caps worth of fleet in reserve.
Yes, sir.
Like, it's not...
Sir, enemy
It's not
starfighter.
nothing.
At your command. Ready to commence.
Lost another ship.
Cannons charged.
This is
You need to make sure
Admiral-
Yularen doesn't die.
Rolling out. We have a look.
There's too many of them.
Especially with the bonus that they're getting from Trench too, that has not helped us.
Reading you.
Believe it or not, the enemy bonuses don't help us.
Locked on target. Missile destroyer here.
Completing our reinforcements.
Missile destroyer reporting in.
Destroyer here.
One little victory is
I'm out of control.
probably actually going to be able to take out these. It depends partially on where they jump stuff in too.
Sir, more fighters approaching directly ahead.
'Cause, like, we've got good control over the area.
I'm not sure how much longer we can hold them off.
All stations ready. Initiating combat
Alright,
protocol.
Trench is dead.
Provide cover.
It's going to be his last laugh.
They've sabotaged our vehicles.
Alright, I think that's a retreat.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace. My hull is critical.
I think a lot of these do still have engines left, even if they've lost their
Given
shields.
advance training.
We might lose the engines on this victory. And that would be one little victory turning into one big loss. But
Bail out. I repeat.
We've
Bail
lost the
out.
iron cannons.
still good.
Sir, multiple
Those aren't
enemy
going for the
forces
engines on that.
We're going to need you to hold them off.
That's all intact.
Our primary engine system is down.
No, we lost the victory. Oh well. Are you liking Kenobi so far? I've been enjoying it.
Chase down that scout.
We'll be talking about it a bit more on TapCap today as well. Yeah, we lost one little victory. V-Light, Vaholis and Laventok and Snook and Smike and Victon. And I think that's worth it for killing Trench. No, don't get eaten.
Down, Master Plo.
That's down to 376. We're down to 226. We came out on top on that.
Beginning construction.
Building under construction. Constructing.
I think we want more of each of those for that fleet. But are they actually coming back into Pamont? Or are they cowards? You know what? I'm gonna cancel.
Unit cancelled. Unit cancelled.
Because I want to get the mission. Alright, now we can actually research the victory.
Let's go.
When's the last time I lost the campaign? Probably when I did the Stargate one, because you're kind of meant to lose those.
Construction complete.
I've never really lost a campaign in Fall of the Republic or Thrawn's Revenge.
The squad
I don't
stands
think.
together.
Or other mods.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we definitely need to put
Building
these
started.
here.
Beginning construction.
Let our stockpile. Okay. So we're gonna get Palpatine coming to us. I think we want to go to Pamont. Well, let's upgrade these first.
Research complete.
Building started.
Research complete.
And we got some fresh clone troopers we can use too.
The squad stands together.
Construction
So
complete.
hold on.
Recruitment cancelled.
Get them there. And I'm gonna pull this UTAT, all these vehicles up to this side. I think we lost a chunk of them on Boz Pity. And Shakti. This is now your army.
Never have we been outmaneuvered by droids.
Turret powered up. Squad stands together.
Will boarding ever be a thing in Fall of the Republic in future mods? So, probably not in Fall of the Republic. Boarding was a thing in the Clone Wars, but it was done to like damage stuff. They didn't do boarding to take over enemy ships in the Clone Wars generally. So it doesn't really fit the time period quite as much. So for now, it's mostly just planned to be in Thrawn's Revenge, maybe in Imperial Reign.
Get ready to move in.
I think Dathomir we want to go about as high as possible. Because we want to take Ord Cestus and Cutric. But when we have these guys here, we're gonna go to Pamont now. Because that'll free up Mon Calamari, then we can go to Mintuine as well. I think this is gonna be a pretty stacked planet though, too. Alright, let's check out Sullust.
We strive to remove all traces of treachery.
No, that's not
and
actually...
rebellion from our galaxy.
I figured that would be a static fleet, but no static fleet on
You have
Sullust,
let
so we're
another
gonna take
opportunity
Sullust.
pass you by.
Dive. Tactical battle imminent.
Okay, so Pamont doesn't have a ton of units at it. It does have a cargo Lucrehulk as its biggest ship.
Pinged a hostile.
They do have a level 5 station too, and we have a Mandator, which I still haven't upgraded to Mandator too.
Choose your reinforcements.
Okay, Shunan's Heart, get in there.
Bearing set. Breaking comm silence.
Then we have all of you. Are you? No, just you're just a regular Pelta.
For the Chancellor.
And we also have Good Day to Die.
I run.
Alright, Shunan's Heart. Well, we may as well not even go for the shipyard just yet. We're not going to get that many reinforcements out of it.
The target in sight.
Choose your reinforcements.
And let's put in some LACs.
Transmit orders.
Or an LAC.
Area of all enemies. Signal coming through.
Okay, these ships go for the Lucre Hulk. You can start targeting the ship, or the station. I'll actually put 2 of you on this too.
For the Republic! Sir, we've lost you on the sensors.
Because they're going to have a good amount of fighters coming out of the cargo hull. It's got a reduction in other stats, not really the fighters. So if we destroy the fighter bays, then they get nothing.
Radio channels open. We'll make short work on the comm.
I don't know if I'm gonna upgrade the Mandator because I do like having the extra pop with my SSDs. Like the Mandator 2 would be better on its own, or not Mandator 2. Mandator 2 Part 2 would be better on its own. It is Mandator 2. What am I talking about? The Mandator 2 would be better on its own, but it would have less to put around it.
Captain here. I'm transmitting the coordinates to you now. Transmit orders.
Alright, how many ships do they get? So they get the Providence, 2 Captors, 2 Moonies. It's all out there. We can start moving forward a bit. You guys are going to finish that. And I'm going to send the other axe up to here. Hey there, Zero Fox.
Their missiles will tear us apart. Got you on the comms.
I don't like actually how close they are.
Switch the attack pattern.
Captain here.
Because this act is
We've searched the site.
using power to weapons, but it's in the danger zone, so it's going to take the extra damage and be a problem.
Channels open.
I got a vulture on my 6.
This is the captain.
Let's get this Dreadnought, and then they can reinforce this side of the battle.
Keep your eyes open.
Alright, that is all of the captors. No, the other one's still back there. You haven't actually killed any of them. Thought that was weird.
Cruiser here. Pull out. Captain here.
Okay, the 2 axe should be enough to beat that.
I can't get a visual.
How are we looking on our fighters, though? Not great. A lot of them are far back here. This one actually survived a bit better than I thought it would. So let's just continue getting the weapons off of this side. You want to hit there. You want to hit there, you want to hit there. Providence is down. There's still light turbos on this.
Another one on my 6.
So, ooh, the Munificent is not great.
Standing by.
Get these Arco-10s.
All batteries fire.
Kill the Munifex. Stop letting it do shield damage. Okay, now we can move on to that Muni. We're probably going to have good day to die. Just show us how good of a day to die it really is.
Captain here.
We can swap some of these over now.
We might be small, but we back up punch.
Because they are not going to get
This is the captain.
any more damage out of their Golem. Like that we can just kill whenever. Playing another community challenge in point 2. I'm not actually sure when the next community challenge will be. I would like to do it this summer.
Got you on the comm. Captain here.
I'm just not sure what it's going to be, how it's going to line up with other campaigns that may be going.
Prepare for combat.
So maybe when I'm back towards the end of June, I'll start actually setting that up.
Disable their laser cannon.
Reading you. This is the captain.
The big thing with that is definitely picking the theme.
Locked on target.
Watch the crossfire.
Alright, we actually managed to get through Pamont without completely dying, though not exactly unscathed. I'm gonna throw in more of these anti-fighter. We can just, like, run in through the battle.
I copy that.
And we can even send in this Ack. And a Pelta. That can start killing some fighters. They're just gonna go from the back all the way to the front, killing fighters as they go.
Missile destroyer here. Standing by.
Alright. They should be able to kill these remaining fighters.
Target their laser cannon.
How many of these did we lose? We actually lost one of the Act 1s. Let's go to the XQ.
No good. Incoming. This is the captain. All stations ready.
You should go to the XQ as well. Well, can we jump in further in there? No.
I need help here.
We're being prevented. Good night out. Thank you for watching.
Sir, our forces have been wiped out.
You got the captain.
You guys are not off duty. Get closer. Get closer.
Sir,
You've got the captain.
reinforcements have just appeared on long-range sensors.
Target their laser cannon.
Sir, we've lost you on the sensor.
Bombers,
We'll
get
hold
up there
this
too
position
then.
when you return.
We don't clean it up soon. We might actually get some more
Missile destroyer here.
kills with those bombers. No, we're starting to get some shields back. We're okay. We're okay.
Bravo 4, what's the order? We'll get him.
Just need to make sure that some of these are actually going for the bombers towards the back still. Some of them we snuck through.
Missile destroyer reporting in. Fire for maximum effect.
Our Quinton's here. Target their laser cannon.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Standing by. Disable their laser cannon.
See the galaxy.
Okay.
Target their laser cannon.
Sir, we've lost you on the sensor.
That is the last pair of hard points. So now we need to kill these diamonds.
Got you on the comm. The enemy is in full retreat. Sir, this is
The enemy isn't in full retreat yet, don't lie. They're never going to be in full retreat.
battle station.
We have pelted tenders.
But we packed up.
Missile destroyer here. They won't escape.
You've got the captain. Disable their laser
Captain
cannon.
here. Locked on
On
comm.
you.
Destroyer reporting
On
in.
you. How dare you? How disrespectful do you have to be to shoot down the missiles of my Superstar Destroyer? Absolute... Well, I mean the missiles are mostly from them. But absolutely disrespectful. It's still the same problem.
Our vehicles have been sabotaged. What is it,
Here we
sir?
go. We've finally succeeded in wiping out some of these fighters.
Sir, enemy reinforcements have just appeared on long-range sensors.
Okay, so we lost good day to die. It was apparently a very good day to die for you. But we're making it into like 3 of the 4 Commerce Guild major shipyards. So good day to die, died for a good cause of the day to die. The only thing that could throw off the campaign now is if they integrate the Commerce Guild planets and we lose some of those fleets.
Choose your reinforcements.
That would be bad.
Where we headed?
Hammer Strike, Rightful Courage, Mr.
You'll find
Tarkin,
the efficiency here to be at its peak.
Spirit of Fire,
Past the enemy, my liege.
Mini Pizza Slice, it's fine, good value for cost, Yarlung,
Light cruiser responding.
Rio,
Let's move this bucket.
we're gonna leave Jordan in reserve, we're gonna bring Horn in, Corvettes are useful, Athabasca, Sabaoth you in there, and so many bad decisions. Okay, you go back for the shipyard.
We have received
I'm gonna try to
orders
move
from
past
some
with a lot of these to the shipyard.
All stations ready.
You for sure. I'm gonna try to even send some of the smaller ones that are a bit faster in on their own.
Ready for command.
Because you're just gonna go and hit the Providence.
Assault salvo.
Your service is noted.
Ready to deliver.
Oh, you two big heavy guys. You want that. I might even keep the bombers on there too, rather than have them go too far back. Because I think we'll be able to handle this with our ships a bit better.
Missile destroyer here. We have a look. I need cover. Your orders. Main cannons charged.
Okay, there's the Providence.
Propaganda will not work as long as I
Star
am here.
Destroyer standing by.
All lights
Okay,
are
even if
green.
you are going to be attacking the the station,
Destroyer reporting
it
in.
is a good idea for you to
Cruiser
be a little bit
standing
closer.
by. The war is
All
ours.
stations ready.
Maybe it's best if we go for the ships
Ready for
first.
command. Taking the offensive.
Your service is noted. You have failed to heed my warning.
Behind me.
You are staying on station duty.
Ready to deliver.
You are also staying on station duty.
Orders.
Taking casualties.
Trying to shoot through there to
Press
the
next button.
Providence, but I don't think it's going to work when we have the diamonds up front.
We're losing.
We have received word from some reliable
Missile
sources.
destroyer here.
He's right behind me.
So we kind of have to
Targeting
maybe take the munificence out and then switch to the diamonds here. If you just go for the diamonds, you'll be able to clear them out pretty quickly. Our station's going to lose another another level of power and revenge compared to Fall of the Republic. No. Like the power scaling is pretty consistent between mods, like from the ships relative to the fleets. But with Revan's Revenge, it's more difficult to compare anything because it's not a set of the same units in different mods where there's different scaling metrics. So
We have a look.
the power of stations relative to the ships will be the same as in either other one. It's just we don't have to change what that means per station the way we do to keep it similar in Fall of the
We need to
Republic.
send an emissary to help convince others of their
Your
wrongdoing.
orders.
Use some reinforcements.
Plot our
Because like in Fall of the Republic, the units are scaled the same way as they are in Thrawn's Revenge, being a lot of the same units, and the pop cap is 50% higher in TR compared to Fall of the Republic. So having the stations be the same power level means that they're proportionally more powerful because
combat protocols.
that's a bigger portion of the maximum pop cap that you can have.
Those
It's like
torpedo launchers must be
whatever amount of combat power it is, let's say 40,000 combat power in a 200 pop cap environment is very different from the same amount of combat power in a 5 or 300 pop cap environment.
All lights
So-
are green. Safety check complete. We're being overwhelmed. We have to
When none of the units are the same, it's hard to say that it's being scaled up or down. It's just
commencing attack on
we're
tower.
starting with a different baseline.
The traitor
Cruiser ready for combat.
and justice
Ready
is
for
being
command.
administered.
Missile destroyer here.
Alright, we actually didn't lose this yet, which I'm kind of surprised by.
The fight to them. All stations ready.
We're about to lose that. It's 1%. There we go.
One's mine.
Ready to deliver.
Meeting the separatist reinforcements.
Commander.
Our acquaintance here.
Cruiser standing by. Waiting for attack.
There's still no, there's not still a ship in the middle.
Fire at will.
Your orders?
Can you come up a little bit, please?
Attack position for combat. Fighting weapons on target.
Standing by. Target their laser.
Cruiser here.
My shields are gone.
The war is
Star
ours.
Destroyer reporting in.
We almost have power to weapons back up on this, but I don't think we're going to need it.
Lasers are our target.
All lights are green.
Or I don't think we're actually going to have a real chance to use it.
To help convince others of
Awaiting
their
your command.
wrongdoing.
Oh, look at that. It actually, we do get to press the button.
We've lost a squad member.
Still a couple fighters around. Alright, they are leaving.
All your squad mates have been destroyed.
We might be able to take Pamont, Mintuine, and Solace next time. before turning our attention back to the CIS itself.
Separatist forces have lost.
We must turn back.
Like, we'll definitely need to do some building up before we can actually take Geonosis. Rip Spirit of Fire. Alright, I am going to save there, but I think that's actually going to do it for the stream for today, so I'll answer some of the remaining chat questions before we go. But for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.